Have you ever heard of the deep spiritual meaning of salt? Do you know that this precious element, which we use daily in the kitchen, brings with it great spiritual implications? If your answer is no, get ready to embark on a fascinating journey into the world of salt. A journey that will lead you to discover its deepest secrets and to understand how you can use it to enrich your spiritual life. Because salt, according to Buddhist and other religions' wisdom, can purify your home, protect you from negative energies, heal your emotional wounds, and even help you transform your life. And if you stick around to the end of this video, we'll reveal the top 5 reasons why salt holds deep spiritual meaning. And not only that, we'll show you how you can use it to your advantage thanks to a powerful symbolic ritual. So stay until the end. But before continuing, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to stay updated when we publish new content. The morning sun filtered through the bamboo leaves, casting dancing shadows on the stone path leading to the temple. A group of pilgrims, coming from every corner of Japan, approached with respect, their sandals rustling on the gravel. They had come to listen to the teachings of the elderly Buddhist monk Ariko, known for his wisdom and his deep understanding of human nature. Ariko emerged from the shadows of the temple, her face weathered but illuminated by a gentle smile. He wore a simple saffron robe and carried with him an intricately carved wooden bowl. The pilgrims bowed in respect and sat in a circle around him, eager to hear his words. "Welcome, dear pilgrims," Ariko said in a warm, reassuring voice. "Today I will talk to you about salt, a humble element but rich in spiritual meaning." He lifted the wooden bowl, revealing a pile of glistening salt. "Salt," he continued, "is much more than just a seasoning for food. It is a symbol of purification, protection, transformation, and connection." The pilgrims listened intently, their eyes fixed on the monk and the bowl of salt. Since ancient times, Ariko explained, salt has been used in many cultures to purify sacred spaces and ward off negative energies. Sprinkling salt around your home or workplace can help create an atmosphere of peace and harmony. In Shinto traditions, for example, salt is used to purify places of worship and to create a sacred boundary between the profane and spiritual worlds. He took a pinch of salt and dropped it gently onto the ground. "Salt," he continued, "is also a powerful protective tool. Carrying a small bag of salt with you or placing some at the entrance to your home can help repel negative influences and strengthen your spiritual energy. Salt is said to create an invisible barrier that repels evil spirits and disharmonious energies." The pilgrims nodded, some of them touching the small salt amulets around their necks. "But salt's deeper meaning," Ariko said in a solemn voice, "lies in its ability to transform. Just as salt dissolves impurities, spiritual practice can help us dissolve our attachments and free us from suffering. Salt teaches us that transformation is possible, that we can let go of what no longer serves us and embrace our true nature." He paused, letting his words sink into the minds and hearts of the pilgrims. "Salt," he continued, "reminds us that even in the simplest things in life, we can find profound spiritual meaning. Salt is essential for life, just as spiritual practice is essential for our inner well-being. Salt, like meditation, helps us find balance and harmony within ourselves." Ariko took another pinch of salt and slowly tasted it. "Salt," he said, "has a unique and unmistakable flavor. Likewise, each of us has a unique and personal spiritual path. We must not try to imitate others, but we must find our own way towards inner peace. Salt reminds us that life is a journey of discovery and that we must savor every moment with awareness." The pilgrims listened in silence, reflecting on the monk's words. A young woman named Hana raised her hand and asked, "Master Ariko, how can we use salt in our daily practice to promote our spiritual growth?" Ariko smiled and replied, "There are many ways, Hana. You can spread salt around your home to purify the environment. You can carry a small bag of salt with you for protection. Or you can simply contemplate salt as a symbol of your spiritual practice." An elderly pilgrim intervened. "Master, I have heard that salt was also used in ancient healing rituals. Is this true?" "Yes," Ariko replied. "Salt has purifying and disinfectant properties and has been used since ancient times to treat wounds and illnesses. But its healing power goes beyond the physical body. Salt can also help heal emotional and spiritual wounds." Ariko told the story of a woman who had lost her husband in a tragic accident. The woman had sunk into despair and had lost all interest in life. One day, a monk advised her to take a ritual bath with water and sea salt, reciting purification mantras and letting go of the pain. The woman followed the advice, and as she immersed herself in the salt water, visualizing the salt absorbing her suffering, she felt a deep sense of peace and comfort. The salt had helped her let go of the pain and find hope again. The pilgrims listened enthralled, moved by the woman's story. Salt, Ariko concluded, teaches us that healing is possible, even in the most difficult situations. We just have to trust in the power of salt and our ability to turn pain into growth. But, Ariko continued, raising a finger, the power of salt doesn't stop there. Let me walk you through the top 5 reasons why salt holds deep spiritual meaning and how we can use it to our advantage. The first reason the monk spoke about is linked to purification. Salt is a powerful purifier, he said. Not only can it disinfect wounds, but it can also purify the energy of a place or person. Sprinkling salt in the corners of a room, particularly after an argument or illness, can help remove negative energies and create a more peaceful environment. Likewise, a sea salt bath, perhaps enriched with essential oils, can purify the body and spirit, washing away toxins and negative emotions. You can also use salt to purify your crystals or other sacred objects by soaking them in salt water or rubbing them gently with a cloth soaked in water and salt. The second reason, my dears, is linked to protection. Salt, in fact, has long been considered a protective talisman. Carrying a small bag of salt with you or placing some at the entrance to the house can help repel negative energies and protect against evil spells. Salt is said to create an invisible barrier that repels negative influences. Additionally, you can visualize a white light surrounding your body while holding a salt crystal, thus strengthening your protective aura. You can also draw a circle of salt around you during meditation to create a sacred and protected space. Another important thing you need to remember is that salt has the ability to transform. Think about how salt can preserve food, preventing spoilage. Likewise, it can help us transform our negative emotions, such as anger or fear, into positive emotions such as compassion and joy. We can do this through meditation, visualizing the salt dissolving our negative emotions and transforming them into positive energy. You can also write on a sheet of paper the emotions you want to transform, sprinkle it with salt and burn it, letting the smoke carry away the negative energies. As I have already told you, salt has healing properties, continued the monk. Not only can it heal physical wounds, but it can also help heal emotional and spiritual wounds. Meditating with a salt crystal or simply holding a piece of salt in your hand can bring comfort and relief. You can also prepare an infusion of salt and healing herbs to drink to promote internal healing. You can also add salt to your bath water to relieve muscle and joint pain. Additionally, salt reminds us of our connection to nature and the divine. It comes from the sea, which is a symbol of life and abundance. Using salt with respect and gratitude can help us strengthen our connection with nature and the divine. We can do this by offering a pinch of salt to the earth as a sign of gratitude for its gifts, or by creating a small altar with salt, candles, and other natural objects to honor the sacredness of life. You can also use salt to create mandalas or other sacred geometric shapes as an expression of your creativity and connection to the universe. Ariko stood up and approached a small altar adorned with flowers, incense, and a bowl of salt. Now, he said, I would like to share with you a simple yet powerful ritual that you can use to connect with the energy of salt and invoke its protection and guidance. The pilgrims approached the altar, forming a semicircle around Ariko. Take a pinch of salt in your right hand, Ariko instructed. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Feel the energy of the salt pulsating between your fingers. Visualize a white light emanating from the salt and enveloping your body, purifying and protecting you. The pilgrims followed Ariko's instructions, feeling a deep sense of calm and serenity. Now, he continued, repeat these words with me. O sacred salt, symbol of purification, protection, and transformation, I thank you for your presence in my life. I ask you to guide me on my spiritual path and help me realize my full potential. The pilgrims repeated Ariko's words in a clear and firm voice, feeling a deep connection with the energy of the salt. Now, Ariko concluded, open your eyes and let go of the salt. Feel its energy spreading throughout the environment, purifying and protecting everything it touches. The pilgrims opened their eyes and dropped the salt on the ground, feeling a sense of renewal and gratitude. Remember, Eriko said with a smile, salt is a precious gift from nature. Use it wisely and respectfully, and it will bring you great benefits.